Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ronan Vico. In this video, I'm going to talk about the new actions that we have at the agent workflow. So you already know that we have this new studio, and when I say new, it's because this is a new action that we can like select and insert here. But in the old studio, we can also do the same by using AI. But here, it's easily to use the classify to just insert our LLM or text as input, the categories that I want to have as output, and also I can give example to make it easier to the AI to make sure that is getting the right answer. Test it. For example, I'm going to insert like an input parameter here, and word, and this word will be like something that I will type like a fruit, an object, and I will create these categories right here. And I need you to understand something. We will use classify with AI when we do not know what will be the input. So for example, you have like a Microsoft form, you may know what is the input if it's like a drop down, right? If it's a radio button where the user select it. But if it is an email or a text input that can be open to the user so he can type everything that he wants, then you can use classify to help you to understand the category that should be selected in the next step. In this case, as you can see, it's a free input. So the user can type banana, car, pen, I don't know, a color, anything. So because of that, I will create some categories here. But again, if it is a deterministic flow, you shouldn't be using AI to do that. So the text to classify will be, of course, the dynamically word typed before in the start of the flow. And we will have like two categories, fruit and also an object. Okay, I will have by default the other one here, so I don't need to add this category. On the fruit, if it's a fruit, select this one. If it's a object, an object, select this one. In examples, it's optional. You can example like fruit would be like banana, apple, and okay. So of course, fruit is something really easy to get from a text using AI, but you can have like specific categories that is from your use case, okay? But you can add here like fruit something, object, add other example, like add example, and object would be like car, pen, and etc., right? With that, what I want you to understand before we keep going here is that everything that I already did here could be achieved on the old studio. So basically, we could create like prompts, and at the prompts insert what should be classified and how it should be classified with examples and everything else. Also selecting the model, and after that using like a switch. First of all, of course, you would call the prompt, and with the answer you would use like a switch. So what I'm proposing here is you to think that everything that we have nowadays on the new studio is just an easier way to do stuff, but everything that we have now we had before also. Okay, now that we have this switch case, that select case right here, we can move to the next step based on the answer, right? On the classify category, and I can add a new step here with compose just to make it easier. So compose, and I'm going to insert the category. Okay, I'm going to copy, I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to just okay, now I did it right. I'm going to copy and paste it again. I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to assign this step to the classify. Okay, now I will hit here the play button so we can test it and insert the input. So I will type a word that is not a fruit and it is not an object to test it if it will classify as other. So I will type like my name and click run. As you can see, the classify hits the object category. So my name, everything in the uppercase was classified as an object. So okay, let's change the LLM right? Let's change the LLM to see what is going to happen. So I'm going to click in the classify. I'm going to use like the GPT-5 chat. I'm going to hit play again, type the same word. I will click and run, and let's see. Okay, again. Okay, that's not good, man. I just insert like the prompt here. So here I'm really concerned about it because I'm using like the GPT-5 chat, and he doesn't selected the right one. Should be selected the other, right? My name is not an object, but okay, I don't know if I need to create a new category called other, because the default category is automatically created for inputs that don't match any category. And I'm just typing my name. I don't know if he's like understanding my name as a similar object, like the word look like some object. So I will check not just the category, but also the confidence that we have on the reply. Okay. Oops, let me go back here. So I will test now. Instead of hitting publish and play, now we have this test feature right here where we can select the previous run. I will select this one. I will click run test. Here's the word. As you can see, I can change it if I want, but I will use the same one. I will click run, and I want to see the output here. So the output is again object. I will change for reasoning and see if the 5 reasoning it will make it right. I don't know. Let's test it again right now. Run test with the 5 reasoning, and no output. So I think that no outputs means other. I think let's hit the publish and play it again just to check if I type my name all in uppercase using the classify, if it will be an object, a fruit, or other. Again, an object. Okay, I'm not really happy with it. I was not expecting that, guys. So what I'm going to test here, I will use the GPT 4.1, or even the same I was using before, this GPT-5 chat. I will ask for something, classify this word. Is this an fruit or object? A fruit or an object, right? When I click test here, let's see the answer using the AI hub with just a prompt, just to check. Oh, the word Ronan is neither a fruit nor an object. So I don't know if it is getting wrong because of my examples, maybe. So the last test I will do here is to delete the examples, okay? If it is an object, select this one. If it's a fruit, select this one. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm going to use the GPT-5 chat again, the same that I use here at the prompt, and get it right. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to publish and hit the play button again. I'm going to type Ronan. Run. Okay, object again. Okay, let's do the last test. What I'm going to do here is to create a new category called other. Maybe I need to create that. Maybe the default one here is not working properly. So the category 3 will be others, and I will like type something. No others, no fruit, no object, and no object. Maybe I need to create a category and I'm misleading something on this action. Even if we have this other right here, I don't know. And I will of course just copy and paste something here to have a next action. I will publish it again. I will hit the play button, run. Let's see what is going on here. Okay, now it hit the others, but this one doesn't work properly at all, as you can see. We have this text right here, but in my opinion, we should create like a default category manually, because automatically is not working, as you saw in this video. Being totally honest here, guys, I was not expecting that. I was trying to create a video teaching how to use the classify in this new automated flows using the new agent workflows. And I was surprised that he couldn't like understand that a word is not a category, or create like another category to classify some random words. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. Me showing you that we already had that on the Power Platform. What is changing is getting easier to build stuff on the Ultimate Cloud. Please comment down below, are you using this new studio? How are you using that? I want to know. And comment the word banana so you know that you watch this video completed. Check the first link at the description. I have a coupon code on the best Power Platform courses. Thank you so much for watching. I see you in another video in another class, and please consider to subscribe.